Virendra Patie has been looking for signs of life for the past several days. Now he's finally found some, and he's relieved. A sea turtle has left tracks along the shore.
We noticed the tracks this morning and we followed them. We saw that the tracks led back to the water. Then we checked to see whether the turtle had laid any eggs. We found a dip, but we figured the turtle must have gotten her flippers caught in some roots. So she just went back to the sea.
Every morning at around 5 o'clock, Virendra and his colleague Samir Mahadik check the beach for turtle tracks and nests. They work for an animal protection program headed by Mohan Upadhya. If they find turtle eggs, they bring them to this protected incubation area. They rebury the eggs in the sand and place a basket over them to keep them warm. The incubation period is about 50 days.
Every day we look for dugout patches in the sand. If there's any movement, you can see it in the sand. That can mean that the eggs have hatched, and the baby turtles are trying to crawl to the surface. When we find them, we take them to the sea.
Only a few of the baby turtles will survive. One reason for this is water pollution. Just 1 in 1,000 turtles will reach the age at which they can start breeding, 20 years.
The turtles we see around here are the Olive Ridley species. They're about this big and weigh about 50 kilos. They're the smallest of the sea turtles.
Mohan and his colleagues live in the village of Velas on the west coast of India. About 500 people live in the village. Many of them are farmers. They grow crops including pepper, cashew nuts, and mangoes. The kids at this school are learning about the local environment. Mohan regularly meets with the teachers to discuss the content of their lectures. The children learn why it's important to protect the coastline. The courses are supported by an international development company that's owned by the German government. The company is known for short as the GIZ. Mohan has been fascinated by animals since he was a child. When he discovered that sea turtles in this part of India were facing extinction, he signed up with an Indian NGO called SNM. They started a Save the Turtles program 13 years ago. Here's a rare sight. These baby turtles have just hatched, and they head instinctively for the water.
The turtles have always laid their eggs on our beaches, but people or predatory animals used to take the eggs and eat them. Some environmentalists found empty eggshells on the beach and decided to protect the turtles and their eggs. They also explained to local residents why the turtles are so important.
Mohan's religious faith also plays a role in his work. Many people in India believe that turtles are sacred.
We consider turtles an incarnation of Lord Vishnu. In many homes, you'll see images of him in this incarnation. People are emotionally attached to these images. They bring good luck. The animals have holy status, so we pray to them.
They're also good for the local tourism industry. Visitors travel from big cities just to see them. There aren't any hotels in Velas, so they stay with local families for the equivalent of about €8 a night. The number of such homestays has grown over the last decade.
The turtles provide jobs, but this year only 8 turtles laid their eggs here, and the numbers are falling every year. We're quite upset. We don't know what we'd do without our turtles.
And what about all the garbage in the ocean, right where the turtles are trying to nest? Mohan and his colleagues fill up bag after bag with refuse that washes up on shore. But they say they're fighting a losing battle.
At high tide, a lot of garbage ends up on the beaches. It's very dangerous for the turtles.
Mohan suspects the turtles mistake floating plastic bags for jellyfish and try to eat them. That's why it's hard to find turtles around here.
I was searching for different kinds of species in turtles since last 3 years, and I was very keen to come here. I got this chance this year.
Unfortunately.
But still, unfortunately, we are not able to see any turtles.
As the sun sets, Mohan and his colleagues are covering up the turtle eggs in the sand again. They hope the eggs will hatch soon. That will give the tourists something to marvel at.